Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Hey, we want to give all praise to our Heavenly Father. His name is
Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders that rule well. And peace and many salutations to our God, His soul and His truth. This week, I've been really intrigued on the topic of AI, which is artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence is basically you have a computer that's modeled, or a computer system that's modeled after the human brain. And so with that understanding of the human brain, they're able to replicate certain knowledge or certain understanding of dealing with reason, being able to adapt, being able to problem solve, right? And with that understanding, you know, in AI, they're going to be able to control many facets of our life. You know, life, as you know, is going to be changed on a very substantial level in the near future. I was listening to, which I'm going to pull this for you guys. The ex-CBO of Google, and he was saying, you know, in the next 5 years, it's very plausible that, you know, we're going to actually be hiding from AI technology because it's going to get that sophisticated. So I wanted to play this particular video that I have in regards to what AI is. It's about 5 minutes. I'll put it on, you know, a higher speed. So we'll finish it. We'll finish it, you know, less than 5 minutes. But I wanted to play this for you guys just to give you an understanding of what AI is, okay? So you're able to articulate it, you know, for yourself, and and with that understanding, you know, you're gonna grasp of the, you know, of how dangerous this technology is going to be, okay? And also in the near future, what they want to do is they want to connect us, you know, as we say, to the system, right? Well, a part of that system is going to be artificial intelligence, okay? You had something, brother?
Well, I got some precepts, but
go ahead.
Yeah, because what the thing about artificial intelligence is that what is the reason why Esau is setting up AI? What's his purpose of AI in the earth? You know what I'm saying? Is it to glorify the Lord, or is it to do his own personal will that he wants to accomplish? You know, and his agendas that he has. You know, when he goes to these summits and, you know, has the, you know, different nations meeting up. You see what I'm saying? The goal is to get really that image of the beast, right? The NWO agenda to be fulfilled. You know, at the end of the day, when you simplify it. So this is Micah chapter 2 in verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds," right? Which we know woe means destruction. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity."
Right, devise, which means to have plans to do something malicious, right? Or plans to do something with malicious, right? This is what we see going on right now, man. Esau Edom is figuring out ways in which he's going to be able to control the masses on a very intimate level, okay? To where your whole existence will be monitored. And he already has that on a superficial level with, you know, being able to listen to our technology. But in the near future, he wants to merge technology with people to where there's no escaping his grip. He's gonna know where you're at. He's gonna know, you know, what you're saying, what you're thinking, right? All these things, he's going to be able to not only know what you're doing, but he's going to be able to change what you're doing with his rulership. He's going to be able to dictate what you do. Say, for instance, we know that CBDC is in the near future, right? Which is cryptocurrency in a nutshell. It's cryptocurrency. Central bank digital currency. Okay, or on a rudimentary level, cryptocurrency. That's all it is, cryptocurrency. That's controlled by a government. When people see CBDC, that's a cryptocurrency that's controlled by a government. Okay, now with that cryptocurrency, he's going to be able to dictate what you're buying and also monitor what you're buying. If you have physical money, you could go and buy certain things, and that transaction will not be seen. And he's in the near future, physical money is going to be obsolete. And so with that control, he's going to be able to dictate things in your life that you like to do. Say, for instance, you like to eat a lot of meat. Well, he can come along and say, hey, you're eating way too much meat. Your carbon intake is out the roof. We got to cut you off, pal. He's going to be able to do that in the future. They're already doing this in places like China. Okay? Right? Biometrics is going to be seen at a very rapid rate. Not only the MOTB, but scanning of the eyes. They're already doing that in Kenya, right? Facial recognition is everywhere you go. This is why connectivity is being increased on a very, very high level. Not only that, what else is coming? Universal income. Why is universal income coming? Because these jobs that we're going to, right, that we work in, they're going to be severely affected by AI. Okay? So all these things is important to understand when we prophesy about the future. All right? Okay?
Yeah.
And you're gonna see why. Okay? Now, did you want to finish that?
Well, I just want to get that word in Micah 2.
Yeah.
That word for, hold on, get it. Let me just get real quick on this. Micah chapter 2. Oh, here it is. That word for iniquity, right? I'm going to read the verse again. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. So that word iniquity is Strong's H 205, a 1. All right. And it says, trouble, wickedness, sorrow. And it also says vanity. Okay. To exert oneself in vain. So all of those synonyms you could attach to that word iniquity there. And it makes more sense about all of these ideas that Esau has drawn up in his head to substantiate the wickedness that he does. Right? So woe to him that devises trouble, that devises wickedness, devises vanity upon their beds. And it says, when the morning is light, they practice it. So think about it when they're going to sleep, and then they take action on it when they, awake. Right. You know what I mean? And we talk about this all the time. The Klaus Schwab and these other guys, BG. I don't even know if you can really even say his name.
Say his name.
On YouTube, you know what I mean?
Right.
Mr. Microsoft, and these other lesser luminaries, they're all conspiring together to basically, like I said earlier, fulfill that NWO agenda, right? And it says, when the morning is light, they practice it. So while we building buildings and paving roads and doing actual things that are needed in order to keep the infrastructure of America running, this is what Esau's doing, right? It says why? It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So Yahweh Shem Shai put the power, he gave them the power to be able to destroy and kill and do all the wickedness that he does. So that's it on that verse.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I want to play this for you guys. And this is YouTube. It's on YouTube, and it's what is AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Now this is on Simply Learn, Simply Learn channel, and I'll just play it for you guys, okay?
And we could put the link in the description.
Picture this, a machine that could organize your cupboard just as you like it, or serve every member of the house a customized cup of coffee. Makes your day easier, doesn't it? These are the products of artificial intelligence. But why use the term artificial intelligence? Well, these machines are artificially incorporated with human-like intelligence to perform tasks as we do. This intelligence is built using complex algorithms and mathematical functions. But AI may not be as obvious as in the previous examples. In fact, AI is used in smartphones, cars, social media feeds, video games, banking, surveillance, and many other aspects of our daily life. The real question is, what does an AI do at its core? Here is a robot we built in our lab, which is now dropped onto a field. In spite of a variation in lighting, landscape, and dimensions of the field, the AI robot must perform as expected. This ability to react appropriately to a new situation is called generalized learning. The robot is now at a crossroad.
You see that? So with certain algorithms and certain, the AI is able to adapt to new settings, depending on what type of AI that you have. You see that? Now, say for instance with us, there's certain code, certain words that we use, like when we salute one another. But if you have a smartphone and you're typing it, guess what it does? Well, it says, "Oh, I know he's going to say this right here in this order, so I'm going to finish it for him." That's AI. Okay. Why is that? Because that technology was able to adapt and recognize your language, your particular language.
And you know what's so crazy, if I could add on that? Imagine all the people with smartphones on the earth. So everybody has their own digital footprint, their own profile, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Every picture that you got in your phone, every video that you got, now they got the cloud storage. You know what I'm saying? How the cloud storage you can pay monthly or whatever for, so that way you don't got to get no SD card.
It's in the cloud. What is that cloud? It's AI, bro.
Yeah. Well, and then so and the point is, it's all being saved and stored and that data is being put into these different algorithms, these different computer programs, in order to give suggestions for you to make a purchase, make a decision, something. Right. So, like the video's going into, it's used in cars, it's used in phones, it's used in social media websites.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just a robot walking down the street, you know what I mean, on Terminator type shit. No, this is already in use.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's going to get more and more sophisticated. Right.
Oh yeah.
Do you have some?
Yeah.
Go ahead. No,
okay. This is Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 6. It says, "For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity."
If you read up, it says the devices are the cruel is evil.
Yep.
I think it's Go ahead.
Yeah. This is actually it's in the next verse.
It's in the next verse. Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead. So it's like it.
But I'll start up at verse 5 though. It says, because really what this is going into when you start at verse 1, it goes into how Yahweh Shema Shah is going to be ruling the earth. You see what I'm saying? And basically, it's funny because I brought this out in my lesson earlier today. When you transition into verse 6, then it talks about the current situation that we're in. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just continue in verse 6. It says, "For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice Hypocrisy.
That word villainly, can we look it up?
Mhm.
I'm just curious to see what it means.
Mhm.
So I know it goes back to being a villain, but villainly, it's just like, how would you,
Yeah.
describe that?
That word here is for villainy is Strong's H5039, Nabala, and that's basically like the feminine version of Nabal, because ha at the end of the word makes it kind of feminine. So Nabal, that was the husband of Abigail,
The fool.
the fool, right? Which which we know now, Nabal means fool. So it's basically another way to say fool,
But
or
like a female fool.
but folly,
Right.
folly. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's folly or villainy. You see what I'm saying? Senselessness. In that sense,
it's folly, like
you see what I'm
idiot.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's.
But it's a female way of saying.
It's a feminine noun. So like
It's a
in
feminine
Spanish,
noun. Okay.
you got masculine and feminine nouns.
Right.
It's just a different word with the same root.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of changes it just a little bit to the sense of senselessness, folly, disgrace, immorality, profane actions.
This is what we see going on with really with AI. I'm going to get an article soon of how AI is not only affecting, the economy, but it's affecting social norms too when it comes to dating and things of that nature. Which really leads to immorality. Because the Most High designed us to be together, be fruitful and multiply. But Esau, even with his various policies, and also technology like AI, he's disrupting natural order, which is foolishness. You're going against Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. Okay? So this wicked person is speaking of foolishness, man. Right? Senselessness or profanity. We could go into many examples on that. In modern culture or Western culture. Okay? Do you want to go back to that? Did you have something?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, comment. Start at verse 2, but the point is in verse 3. Ezekiel 28, verse 2, it says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus,
Now, the Prince of Tyrus, that's a Hamitic, that was a Hamitic empire, right? Like I believe it's on the coast.
Yeah.
It was known for its, its economy.
Yep.
Right.
Can I give an example?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why New York, Houston, and LA, what do they all have in common?
They're bordering states.
They're
to
all-
the U.S.
they're all-
to the
Yes,
ocean.
yes. They're all cities located on the coast. So they're port cities. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that we get from China, it comes in from that port down there by LA and Long Beach and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. A lot of stuff we get from Mexico and South America comes in through Houston, right? A lot of stuff that we get from Europe comes in through New York and the East Coast. So Tyrus was the equivalent of one of those port cities where, and that was also the major source of long distance transportation too. You know what I'm saying? Was boat prior to the invention of trains.
Yep.
So port cities were huge importance.
That's right.
Yep, you got a boat.
It says, Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
That's right. You can break it down, bro.
Yeah, and that's Esau's overall spirit. He feels that he's on that level.
Yeah.
So he creates all these different things, all these machines and AI bots. What was that one robot that was preaching in that church?
Oh, the Jamaican.
Oof, that's in war.
Oh, what's so funny? They had an example of AI, and I wrote about that movie with Will Smith when the professor died, and basically he recorded a series of potential questions that he may have been asked or whatever, and then based off of the questions that Will Smith would ask, the hologram thing would respond You know what I'm saying? Depending on what he would ask.
Oh, that's actually happening now.
Yeah.
They actually had that now. There was a woman who died, and people were able to ask her questions based off of certain questions that they asked her. They were able to make certain responses. Which is AI.
Yep.
It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee."
Right, and Daniel was known for his knowledge and be able to interpret certain things. He knew about the herbs, things of that nature. Right.
Yeah. So Esau's become wiser than wiser than Daniel. So he's able to create all these different algorithms, these technology. You know what I'm saying? Hey, right there where I work at, I was looking into one of these machines that make these chips, for the government, whatever. And inside it was his arm, like a robotic arm, but that thing was like, it was moving like faster than what a human would be able to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was handling like chips, like little chips.
Like poker chips or like potato, like what type of chips?
Like RF.
Okay. Yeah, computer chips.
Computer chips.
Okay.
So it was,
shit.
it was grabbing them like precise, moving them around like this.
It's a replica of a hand.
Yeah. Like a white metal hand.
Yeah. Bro, in order to solder these motherboards that we using on these phones, the reason why these motherfuckers be costing $1,000, bro, because you have to be able to draw the circuits. You know what I'm saying? But if you open up a phone or a computer, bro, that's like small, bro.
Yeah.
Them switches and circuits on there, bro. You know what I mean? Like this is a modern marvel, just a cell phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Wiser than that.
yep, exactly.
That's right. I'm gonna finish this. We'll finish this right here. This particular video, and I have other ones. We might get to them, we might not. We'll see how time goes.
One that is paved and the other rocky.
Sorry.
Lies learning.
Yes.
The robot is now at a crossroad. One that
So we left off at generalized learning. This is the ability that AI has, and this video here is going into how, if AI or if a robot was walking that's equipped with AI, and is seeing two different paths, is able to adapt to or go pick which path would be the most advantageous to walk on. That's generalized learning. Okay.
situation is called generalized learning. The robot is now at a crossroad, one that is paved and the other rocky. The robot must determine which path to take based on the circumstances. This portrays the robot's reasoning ability. After a short stroll, the robot now encounters a stream that it cannot swim across. Using the plank provided as an input, the robot is able to cross this stream. So, our robot uses the given input and finds the solution for a problem. This is problem solving.
So this AI also has problem solving. This could segue into how a lot of these jobs are going to be taken away, because a lot of things that mechanics do, dealing with, or technicians do, dealing with computers, things of that nature, it's going to be obsolete. Say, for instance, in order to fix certain computers or certain problems, you have to understand how to code. Well, with AI, it's already coding itself. It's coming up with solution itself. It's updating by itself. Okay, that's what your phone's doing. All right. So this is going to affect the economy, because this technology, and I'm emphasizing this for a reason, has the ability to problem solve. Okay. To pick certain options to basically replicate the human mind and perform tasks of human beings. Okay?
That's it. Because that's what Esau, he could never make another human being that he designed from the ground up. He can't replicate, and create his own DNA sequence,
Right.
and to the point where he creates something new on the earth that was never there before.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So he has to use something artificial, something that's not connected to a spirit, but still using the elements of the earth to where it seems real. It's, you know what I mean? It seems real enough, but there's nothing spiritual about it because he can't create a spirit.
Right.
He can only, what's the word? Basically change the elements of the Most High, put here for us to, like use as tools. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything we have now, the houses that we live in and the cars that we drive, it all comes from the elements of the earth. But Esau can't make a dog from scratch. You see what I'm saying? He can't make you know what I mean?
He can replicate it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and so he has to use what the Most High already set. You know what I mean? He can't create a sperm or create an egg.
You talking about like utter creation?
Yeah.
No, he has to do it on the left hand side.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. He has to create it through computers and stuff. He can't he can clone. He can do artificial insemination, right? And he can, take one sperm and connect it to another egg. Yes, break it out. But he can't make that egg or make that sperm. He has to take it from another living thing. You see, that's what he wished he could do. So instead of being able to do that, he has to create. Yes, break it out. He has to create this artificial intelligence, this artificial life. These robot dogs and these robot people. You know what I'm saying? And put them in football stadiums and. Put them in police forces and make people marvel at that over the marvel of the more complex thing, which is the living things that we see every day.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And how we supposed to treat the things that's living. You know what I'm saying? He has no regard for the will of Yahweh by Shemel Shah. That's how we know he's foolish. You know what I'm saying? And going back to the Isaiah, the 32nd chapter.
Yep.
Did you have more on that? On that Ezekiel 28?
Yeah, I can check. But,
you still got what you got?
Yeah, kind of.
Go ahead, go back to that Isaiah.
Yep. All right, this is going back to Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 6. It says, "For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh Shem Shai."
Right. So how Esau was ruling this world is contrary to how the Most High wants this world to be ran. You know what I'm saying? And it's causing destruction on a very large scale.
If I can make a point on that word hypocrisy, because he wants to, like it says in Isaiah 14, I got it right here, but he says, I will be like the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to create this whole artificial lifestyle, but he imitates the things that the Lord has created.
That's right.
Like for example, that stealth bomber, the design that they made it in is mimicking Falcon. When they dive, the Falcon makes his body a certain way so he can go up to I think 100-something miles an hour. And he designed that plane to mimic that bird. You know what I'm saying? What does he use that plane for destruction? To destroy it.
To destroy it.
Just want to make that
great point.
Can I increase up there? This is Isaiah 46:9. I don't know if it came out, but it says, "Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." So Esau, basically, I know we went into it over the years, he has that God complex. Ultimately, through his combination of technology and trying to master things out, he's trying to put himself, on level of the Most High. You know, but one thing he can't do is foreshadow future events. You know, because right now he's trying to offset prophecy, and of course y'all going into like creation and things of that nature. He has to use creation for even his so-called innovation. But yeah, that's the point.
Let's go. Where were we at? We was at Isaiah 32?
Yep.
Wait, yeah, go ahead with that. Let's finish that.
Okay. Continuing on in the middle of verse 6 in Isaiah 32, it says, "And his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail." You see, because, I was going to say, he pretty much wants to convince everybody to think that AI is good for the world, and what he's going to use it for is going to be for the greater good of, of the earth, right? But really, he's going to use it to enslave your ass, man.
Yep.
If you buy into it.
That's
you
right.
see? And the soul of the hungry is talking about the servants, those that are under the jurisdiction of, the rulers. You see?
Right.
Chiefly our people, man. Because we have, like the scripture said, we have no continuing city. We're pilgrims in the earth, right? And 2/3 of our people here in America, Babylon the Great, they're going to fall for Esau's villainy that he's plotting.
Right.
Yep. Yep. Verse 7. It says, "The instruments of the churl are evil."
Right. And the brother Taj likes to bring out the definition of churl often. Yeah, go ahead, speak on it. You know what it is off the top of the dome?
I got the Hebrew word here pulled up already.
Go ahead with your bad self.
This word churl in the Hebrew is pronounced kayalia, which is a scoundrel or a conniving person.
Right.
And when you get the definition here of scoundrel, it says a dishonest or unscrupulous person.
Right. Somebody who's constantly, devising wicked things in order to overthrow people. We've seen that with the American government. More and more is coming out of how the American government, placed drugs in the so-called Negro and Latino and Native American communities for a hidden agenda to fund a war in South America, man. So he, basically drugged the nation of Israel to fund a wicked war against the nation of Israel. Okay? And he not only did he do that, but with his wicked laws, he was able to capitalize off our people's enslavement with more prisons being privatized in the 80s and 90s, so people could benefit off of our people being enslaved and also them getting cheap labor. And all this was all on the premises of them, devising iniquity. This is the person that's ruling over you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. And with his technology, which we're going into, he's still trying to find ways to enslave you, right? To own you on a very intimate level.
Mm-hmm.
That's a scoundrel.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wicked human being. This is who's ruling over us.
Go ahead.
Okay? We're going to go back to that?
Yep. Going back to the verse here.
The water brother.
Yep. Isaiah 32:7. "The instruments of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words."
Mm-hmm. Destroying the poor with lying words, man.
Yeah.
Destroying the people.
Yeah.
And we could go into many examples. One example is not giving the full spectrum of AI and its existence and how it's going to change, your existence. Now here it is, Esau even is bringing AI to football games and things of that nature, but he's not telling you that, hey, AI is going to drastically, destroy your life, man. In the near future, they're saying, which I have an article, 3 million jobs are going to be misplaced because of AI.
Yeah.
Now some are going to be, different jobs are going to be made, But, if you are placing, certain jobs or AI into certain jobs that's going to, misplace millions of people, where are these people going to go for work?
Yeah.
This differentiates from the Industrial Revolution, where the Industrial Revolution made certain jobs available. On a massive scale. People are not going to be needed anymore, bro.
Yeah.
This is where universal income and things of that nature will be set in place, which is being talked about more and more.
Just to add on to what you're going into, Klaus Schwab, he said, what, you will own nothing and be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And they headed this whole fourth industrial revolution thing fast. And that's the devil coming down with great wrath, because he knows he has a short time. That's why they're moving so quick with this whole AI technology and this whole technocracy that they're building up worldwide. This whole technological godhead that they're trying to establish on planet Earth.
That's right.
I had a precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 26, and I'll read verse 24 and 25. It says, "He that hateth dissembleth with his lips." And that word dissembleth pretty much means here to disguise it. It says, "He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not.
Mm-hmm.
For there are 7 abominations in his heart." See, that's exactly how Esau has been going throughout the whole planet Earth for a millennia since he's been in power, man. He'll tell you one thing, he'll tell you it's gonna be good for you. You gotta get yourself underneath this banner of this guise of love. And what he'll really do is just bring forth debt, completely destroy your economy, ravage your resources, set up a puppet leader in there, and he'll pretty much he'll run that area and just establish his dominance worldwide. That's what he does, man.
Hey, a good example of what he did, in the ancient times to show his character. He used Christianity to indoctrinate the Israelites over here in America, and used the image of Caesar Borgia to substantiate his rampage that he had over here, saying, "Hey, look, this is the way, this is the good, this is the reformation that is needed in order to, civilize everybody and bring everybody together, and look at the remains, the remains that it still has on our community today, man. You see, most of us grew up, as in the Christian church. You see, thinking that was the way. So Esau knows what he's doing, man. He'll put moves, he'll put things into play, and with the intention of how it'll play out 100, 200, 300 years from now. Obviously, we know it's not gonna last that long, but you know what I'm saying. He's trying to set it up to where, like you read, Yaquab, that this place just lasts forever. Take this call.
Let me let's go back to this video. I'm gonna finish this video, and then I have one more video I want to show you guys, and then a few articles. We might, like I said, we might get to it, we might not. You know what I mean? But let's go back to this video that I'm playing that describes what AI is. Okay.
These 3 capabilities make the robot.
We just left off on how AI has 3 attributes like human beings. It has generalized learning, it has reasoning, and it has problem solving. Okay, with that capability, like we have in the human brain, with that capability, AI is going to be used for numerous things, whether it be things in the economy, things in your personal life, that's going to drastically change your interaction between man and machine. Okay.
Artificially intelligent. In short, AI provides machines with the capability to adapt, reason, and provide solutions. Well, now that we know what AI is, let's have a look at the two broad categories an AI is classified into.
Which we don't have to get deep into that. Now, I want to show you guys this particular video here. Now, this is Mo Guardats. This guy was a CPO of Google, and he stopped working for Google after he seen how ominous the beginning stages of AI was. What I mean by that is he understood the dangers of AI, and how if it was to keep on going, if it keeps going, that it's going to be able to control the people. Okay, or let me refine that. It will be used as a tool to control the people. Okay, so this is hopefully they don't hit me with a dang on copyright, but fair use. This is Piers Morgan interviewing Mo Guardat.
Well, Rishi Sunak was in the US to tap British leadership on artificial intelligence just days after one of his top advisors warned that AI could begin to kill humans within 2 years. It follows an open letter signed by Elon Musk and hundreds of the biggest names.
I'm gonna slow this down because this dude action is out to easy. Oh no, it's on regular. He just got a strong accent.
Calling for an urgent pause in the development of AI. Well, Mo Gaudat, who's a former chief business officer at Google X, was among the first to raise the alarm. He says the situation is beyond emergency. And Mo, author of Scary Smart, which is a scarily smart book, by the way, joins me now. Mo, great to see you.
Thank you so much.
You were part of this quite secretive Google X group, which I presume your job was to think the unthinkable about stuff like AI. And you very quickly were out of the traps to warn people, look, this is serious. What was it that you saw where you thought, okay, we've got to be really careful now?
We had a tiny bit of an experiment that was about teaching robotic arms to grip items that were some funny developer used children toys in front of those arms, and basically they kept trying for weeks without any success whatsoever.
Well,
and I passed by
like
them and I was thinking we wasted so much money on something that wasn't going to work. On a Friday evening, one of them gripped one yellow ball, showed it to the camera, and basically I was like, there you go, millions of dollars for one yellow ball. Monday morning, every one of them was gripping every yellow ball. By a few weeks later, every one of them was gripping everything. The speed at which those machines were learning is staggering, but at the same time, the understanding we have about why they learn, why they do what they do, is very, very limited.
Is that self-designing what they were doing?
They basically are mimicking human intelligence.
I mean, the reason I ask that is...
Now you see what he said? They had an experiment at Google to have, these robotic arms to pick not only pick a particular ball, but pick a yellow ball. After many times, these experiments, they finally had it to where one was able to pick up this particular peculiar ball, a yellow ball. Then, by Monday, all of them were doing that. And then, soon after, they were able to all pick various items that they were asked to pick up. So they were able to learn. They were able to adapt. Okay? And after seeing this guy, Mo Gaudat, was like, look, I'm stepping down. Because, the speed in which these machines are learning is going to cause problems in the near future. Okay?
If I can add a quick point to that.
Go ahead.
When you watch that movie, Terminator: The Rise of the Machines, that's what that whole movie was about. Pretty much Skynet. It was a defense military system that was set up that had AI learning, and eventually it got so smart to where it turned on the whole. It pretty much overtook the country and shot off nukes in the world. And it had its own learning, And this goes into like the lying wonders that's spoken about in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, whose coming is after the working of Satan. You know, even when you go to Google right now, like if you go to Google now and you go search something, it even has an AI generated answer now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's here, man. Like it's just like for it to pick up a yellow ball, like specifically that, and it's ever learning, that means that it's not, it doesn't have no limit. It don't got no cap to it. That's the kind of technology that was given to Esau on the left hand side to be working with on this side, man.
Right.
You know? That was,
Do you have anything? Anybody have preset in there? You got something, brother?
Nah.
Okay.
I had a preset a little bit. I know
Okay.
y'all like
Let me finish this if you don't mind, and then we'll grab your precept. Okay.
As I interviewed Professor Stephen Hawking, just
Oh, dang it.
Are you sick of having issues with
Sorry
your...
about that, guys. So, dang.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not.
well, Rishi Sunak was in the US.
Sorry about that.
to talk
Goods and services.
Professor Stephen Hawking just before he died. His love.
Why they do what they do is very, very limited.
Is that self-designing what they were doing?
They basically are mimicking human
I mean, the
intelligence.
reason I asked that is I interviewed Professor Stephen Hawking just before he died, his last television interview, and I asked him what is the biggest threat to mankind, and he
Artificial
said,
intelligence.
well, actually, let me show you the clip. We've got to hear it.
Ever since the start of the Industrial Revolution, there have been fears of mass unemployment as machines replaced humans. Instead, the demand for goods and services has risen in line with the increased capabilities. Whether this can continue indefinitely is an open question, but there is a greater danger from artificial intelligence if we allow it to become self-designing, for then it can improve itself rapidly, and we may lose control.
It seems very prescient now. That was a few years
So,
ago.
Yeah.
So Steve, what's his name? Steve Hawkins. I believe that's his name. This guy said that, you know, AI is learning so quickly it could possibly get out of hand, you know, to where humans are not going to be able to stop it. You know what I mean by stop it, to protect itself against, possibly to protect itself against AI. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so with this technology, you know, that's, you know, far-fetched, but we know with this technology that they are going to be able to control the masses on a very sophisticated level. Okay? All right?
I mean,
But that was prescient. This is really what you're talking about.
I left in 2018. Warning in my first video that I issued after I left was all about that, and the idea that you know, we always had three boundaries, if you want, for AI. We said, don't put them on the open internet until you solve the control problem. Don't teach them to code, because that makes them self-develop, and don't have other AIs prompting them, other agents working with them. And we've crossed all three lines.
AI, now, everything to stop AI, Esau dumbass did it. You know what I'm saying? Because of because of his greed. A lot of these corporations are allowing it to happen. This to happen because they want to be able to capitalize off of. Case in point, dealing with the trucking industry. You know, right now they have a certain AI in place that allows certain trucks, 18-wheelers, you know what I'm saying, to steer itself. Well, in the near future, they're going to have it to where these trucks are going to be able to drive themselves or be automated. Well, including backing up, things of that nature, being able to avoid certain crashes, being able to utilize certain routes when, you know, there's a breakdown, you know, in the route they first took. All these things are going to displace people. Okay? Now, I'm gonna stop right there, and I have an article for you guys going into various automatic truck industries, well corporations that's, you know, popping up. You know what I'm saying? But Taj, did you have a precept that you want to go into? Go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to read verse 4 in the NLT, and then I'm going to jump down to verse 9. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4 in the NLT. It says, he will exalt himself and defy everything that people call God and every object of worship. He will even sit in the temple of the Most High, claiming that he himself is the Most High.
And already doing this subtly with AI. They have these robot preachers. There was actually one in Jamaica. You know, you have with GDP, what was it, GPT, GPT. You had a rabbi, you know, preach a sermon using AI. Okay, so this man is setting himself up as he is God with AI technology. Okay, go ahead.
Up in Germany, I remember I did a lesson in this in June. In Germany, there was an AI reverend that led pretty much that had his own church sermon. And there was an AI reverend on the screen. It was his Jake with a beard, but it was all AI. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, shit
going down to verse 9 in the NLT, it says, this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. He will use, and that lying wonders in the Greek is pseudos, which is his pseudoscience.
Right.
His counterfeit science, his counterfeit knowledge. You see? Verse 10, he will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction, because they refuse to love and accept the truth that would save them. And that's exactly what you see going on right now, man. You know, Jake is going to be wooed by this technology, you know, which all this is really going to intact to it's really all just going to lead way into the mark of the beast, man.
People going to think they're miracles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the whole Neuralink, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing that they can put, you know, somebody that got limbs missing, they connect a robotic arm, they can grab things just using their brain. You know, they're going to think, man, this is a miracle. I never thought I would ever be able to walk again. I'm walking. You know what I'm saying?
Running a marathon.
I was watching one more point. I was watching this show a couple weekends ago. It's called The Deep Net. It's on Showtime. And there was an actual episode where they was going in on the MOTB. Like, the whole episode was about the chip. The whole episode was about it. This dude had an eyeball that was missing, and he had a prosthetic eye that was recording, whereas somebody else could see on a big TV screen like this, and this dude was walking through the seat, you know, and he was just recording stuff. It was literally just recording things, but it was his eyes. Damn. That's literally happening, man.
You know they got Ray-Bans got glasses that you can press a button and they got a camera on the glasses, you can record that shit. I don't know if y'all do that.
Basically, your view too, probably.
Yeah. So
It's beautiful.
Alright,
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Just to back up ties, this is Sirach 19 and 20 and 22. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. So all of that pseudo, you know, that false wisdom that Esau has, man, that's not true wisdom, you know. That's the point, you know.
That's it. Now, this is according to Gear Brain. It says these 8 companies are making the self-driving truck a reality. It says it's easy to be distracted by the autonomous car industry as shiny self-driving vehicles from Waymo, Tesla, GM, and others navigate without much, in parentheses, human guidance. However, as glitzy as this may be, autonomy is also shaking up the trucking industry in an equally profound way. They may not capture as many headlines or find themselves the stars of the world's most glamorous motor shows, but they are being worked on by numerous companies right now. Some are decade-old automakers, others are new brands, new startups. Now, I'm just going to name a couple. Before that, I'm going to read this for you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to read that. One is Embark. Another one is Daimler.
Daimler, yeah, that's Mercedes.
That's Mercedes.
Daimler Chrysler.
Yeah,
Yep, that's Mercedes.
that's Mercedes. Yep. Enride. Yep. Too Simple.
Like you see those cars just driving on the streets today.
Right.
And then you look inside that little car, mess around, nobody be in that movie.
Yep.
It's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. Waymo. Let's see here. Volvo. So
Yeah.
we know about Volvo.
Yep. Damn, hold on.
Yep.
Can you go back to that one?
Yep. You see that?
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit don't even have a cabin. It's just it's just wheels, bro.
What you need a cabin for?
With radars.
You see that?
That's crazy.
It's going down, bro. Ike. You know, it's a newcomer, and of course Tesla.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You already know they.
Yep. So with this technology, bro, they are going to be able to totally change the industry. In fact, people who are changing the industry is Amazon. With Amazon, being able to buy up all these contracts, people aren't able to really get any good contracts. So a lot of people are having to shut down, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, in the new future, it's very plausible that truck driving is going to be obsolete. That's going to displace millions of people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not only truck drivers, but you got to think people who are brokers, people who, find certain contracts for corporations. You see what I'm saying? The proper word is escaping.
Dispatcher?
Dispatcher, thank you. Dispatching is going to be obsolete. all these things are going to be obsolete, bro.
I went to a restaurant a couple months ago, a little ramen place I went to. Bro, I had it on video. You know what I'm saying? I actually had a robot waiter.
Oh.
Yeah,
A robot waiter would come, deliver, speak, deliver the food. It was a robot. Just came, rolled on the wheels, and what table I was at, gave the food's there. Just drove off. Here's your meal. Thank you. Enjoy it. Please reach out if you need anything else.
Yeah.
It's literally a whole robot. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, like you was seeing this years ago at McDonald's, self-flipping machines, flipping the patties and stuff like that. Like, they ain't gonna have no fast food workers no more, even call centers.
Right.
Yep.
Like they got technology now in these call centers. So whereas people call in and they speak through the IVR system, and it ever learns particular things that they need, and they'll actually
They're able to adapt and they're able to give you certain
Responses.
responses.
Yeah.
my job just implemented that with our call system.
Heck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas they we don't want people on the phone so that much no more. So that now the automated system will be able to answer their questions. The more they call in, the more that it learns.
I mean, that's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing for the last 10 years. It's what you have with Siri. It's what you have with Alexa. They've just been doing machine learning. It's called machine learning. Machine learning, it gives these AI algorithms the ability to collect data, input the data, and figure out what's the proper output. And it's just gotten better and better and better over the last 10 years. And they've been doing this for 50-something years, where they, now that they have 5G networks pretty much rolling, the actual collection of data is much faster, it's real time, and these machines can actually look at YouTube, look at the YouTube algorithm. I mean, now the computer understands Lashon Kodash.
Yep.
I remember when we first got on, we would say, how about Shemel Shabbat, and it couldn't even translate it. It was like gibberish. Now it completely writes it out. If you have closed captions on it. So it understands the Lashon Kodash. It's constantly in real time updating itself. So
Suggestive retail, like you could be having a conversation. I'm gonna probably look at these booths or something, and then them ones that style, it'll just pop up. You know what I'm saying? Just because your phone's is listening to your conversation.
Yeah. So, and that's on the low end of the spectrum of what it can do.
Yeah. Just
bro, last Kanye song that just came out was fire, bro. That was AI.
He was
I figured it was AI, but I was like, damn, that shit sound like that nigga, bro. Like,
Fire,
Why you think they out there protesting in Cali right now, man?
The writers and stuff.
Well, the reason why they are doing that because they want to be protected from AI.
Yeah.
You have AI people, you know, you can write a whole script using AI.
That's what I was saying.
Writer, you have your writers just AI.
You don't need songwriters and stuff to write lyrics.
They
got the lyrics.
They could take your image and say, you know what, we're gonna use your image in in a new movie, and they don't have to pay you with AI technology.
crazy, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like, look, we want protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna add to the point with the movie thing. They do that already with, like for example, specifically like Star Wars, for example. They'll have an actor and then they'll put the face of the actor of a specific age if they want to make them look like. Let's say they acted the part 20 years ago, and then they're making like a sequel to it or something like that, and then they'll put basically that face of that person on the body, you know what I'm saying, of a different person, and it'll have their face and it looks like them. It looks like them when they was 20 years ago.
They did that with the movie Fast and the Furious. After Paul Walker died, they used his brother's body, but they put Paul Walker's face on his.
That shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically the AI is just Esau's angels.
Yeah.
That's his celestial power. And that's the way that he's going to be able to encapsulate the world, control things, keep things, see all things, hear all things, and know all things, like another read in scripture. Was that Ezekiel you read, or was that Thessalonians? Thessalonians you read, And it's about just controlling resources. That's the kingdom. To control it. The chief resource to control is humans. Once you get that, you got it all.
That's right. Speaking of which, this is a good segue. I have one more article, and this will be it. This is according to The Hill. AI girlfriends are ruining an entire generation of men. At first, I thought this was cap, and I was like, man, this is written by a female that's a hater, which it is written by a female. I did some research on it, but once you read this article, it's very intriguing of how AI is, actually disrupting relationships between men and women. Okay, so check this out. It says the rise of virtual artificial intelligence girlfriends is enabling the silent epidemic of loneliness in an entire generation of young men. Men, right? There's such backlash decision between men and women now that men are actually going to the alternative AI and for companionship and dealing with the hoes. That's how bad it's gotten out here.
Yeah.
Okay, it says it is also having severe consequences for America's future. How is something that seems so ridiculous, a virtual AI girlfriend, causing a future crisis among Americans? Well, with millions of users, apps have created virtual girlfriends that talk to you, love you, allow you to live out your erotic fantasies, and learn throughout data exactly what you like and what you don't like, creating the perfect relationship. These virtual girlfriends can even be based on real people. One influencer created an AI bot of herself named Karen that gained over 1,000 users, i.e. real boyfriends, in less than a week of a waitlist of more than 15,000 people. So people are signing up to be a part, to get this girl as their girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? An AI bot, bro. They're paying for this.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, damn, this girl's so fine. I want her on virtual reality.
She already stacking bodies on Worst Route,
Yeah. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Get your money, baby girl. An AI girlfriend might sound enticing. You get to connect with a super hot girl who listens to you and appreciates you 24/7.
Man.
Beyond choosing physical attributes, down to the size of her rear end, you can pick her personality. You prefer hot, funny, and bold. That's what she will be. Or if cute, shy, and modest, as much as more your cup of tea, she got you covered. Now, this is on apps and things of that nature. They're actually coming out with AI bots, that's going to be livable with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is what Esau Eden is trying to do.
Yep.
Okay.
If I may add to that,
Yeah.
I remember like a few years ago, I did a lesson on I don't know if you can say it on YouTube, sex dolls or whatever.
Yeah.
And how it was gaining popularity, and they haven't even connected AI to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
the next way. That's what I'm saying. Freaking androids walking around here,
Yeah.
and they get out of hand and decide, you know what, I'm tired of you people.
That's what that movie Artificial Intelligence was talking about.
Right.
They have a scene where I don't want to spoil the movie, but you know what I'm saying, one of the characters in the movie was a sex robot.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
It was a dude too. A dude was in there too. A male, so but that's the point, man. It's like that's why we got the scriptures. That's why we got the scriptures in Isaiah 32, Micah chapter 2. You know what I'm saying? Woe to them that devise iniquity, because Esau's not using it to preach. Obviously not. He's not using it to forward the will of Yahweh Shem Shah on earth. He's using it to fulfill the lust of the flesh, and to fulfill his agenda that he has, which is wicked. So that's why destruction is going to come upon that, man. This is Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get worse. It says, yes, these are real attributes you can have your AI girlfriend embody. And to be clear, these are cookie-cutting chat box interactions. By definition, the AI learns from your reactions and is capable of giving you exactly what you want to hear or see every single time. And they have come at just the right time to assuage the silent epidemic of loneliness that is hitting this generation of young men. Hey, it's real.
Yep, OnlyFans. There's a
reason why there's an OnlyFans and it's flourishing. There's a reason why they have bots out there.
Yeah.
These dating apps have made it extremely difficult for the average guy to get some pussy. So now you're resorting to AI box.
Damn.
All the chicks are fucking the same 5 dudes. Right. And so now dudes are isolated on an island. Even the big girls don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Boy, the big girl game is what it used to be, brothers. Let's look at the hard numbers. More than 60% of young men as 18 to 30 are single, compared to only 30% of women the same age. So there's a lot of men out there that are single, right? By their definition of single, we know what they mean. Like, you single, you ain't got no action. Because I'll be damned if only 30% of women ain't doing nothing. You got me fucked. Boy, all these women out here, there's more women than men out here. These women are getting busted down.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's be clear.
Committed relationships, I think that's what they call
Right.
it.
Committed relationship. Okay, right. Even them, they're still going hard.
Yeah.
1 in 5 men report not having a single close friend. A number of that has quadrupled in the last 30 years. So you got men out there. You got to think this is a maternalistic society, man, to where the woman narrative is pushed heavily, right? So men coming together, things of that nature. That's kind of demonized, man. You know, it really is. I remember we was going to the cabin, you know, and I told one of my co-workers that, yeah, a couple of my partners, we gonna go to the cabin, you know, we gonna chill. She gonna ask you, so she gonna say, so how does your wife feel about that? She don't think that's weird. I'm like, why would she think that's weird? But if it was a bunch of women getting together and going to the cabin, it's a girls' trip. But guys getting together is demonized. So you have, I'm sorry, did y'all?
Nah, I'm agreeing.
So you have a lot of guys out there, you know, they have the narrative of a woman, you know, so they view other guys as, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Toxic, if you will, okay? Right? Let's go back to, it says 1 in 5 men report not having a single close friend, a number that has quadrupled in the last 30 years. The amount of social engagement with friends dropped by 20 hours per month over the pandemic and is still decreasing. These young men are lonely, and it is having real consequences. They are choosing AI girlfriends over real women, meaning that they don't have relationship with real women. Don't marry them and then don't have and raise babies with them. America desperately needs people to have more babies, but all these signs are pointing towards fewer relationships, fewer marriages, and fewer babies. Eugenics. This is what eugenics looks like. Okay?
Yeah, they demonize having a clique, if I could say too. You had mentioned a part like that, like men having like a clique of bros. That's demonized because they want men isolated. Yeah. You know, just being lonely and miserable. You know.
That's right. That's right. There has been 600,000 fewer births in 2023 in the U.S. relative to 15 years ago. Let that marinate. That's over 500,000 people. Okay? Fewer births. All right? The number of children per woman has decreased by more than 50% in the last 60 years. Put another... go ahead.
No, that's heavy, man.
Yeah, only people that have babies are Israelites.
Yeah.
Like, if you know you're Jake and Kenneth, the one with the kids.
Hey, on the cool, because if you, man, more and more you start to see, like, these dudes together. Like Esau would look normal as hell, but this nigga holding another man's hand.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Esau's with that, bro.
You see it every day in our camp.
Yeah, Esau with that, bro.
Yeah. And dudes are getting vasectomies now too, like on some normal shit. Like
It's
you know
like
what I'm
what's that? Tomasi. He was pushing that on Fresh and Fit, man. Talking about dudes get a vasectomy and stuff, man. True. He's like following too.
Yeah.
Talking about it on YouTube. Like there'll be a whole podcast of men talking about how, man, that saved my life.
I am not supposed to get nobody pregnant. This is no gay. Excuse me, bro. That shit weak to me,
That's
bro.
unnatural.
That's weird. Yeah. Nigga, you weird.
Yeah, facts.
But you just so.
He cut off his own. He cut off his own source of reincarnation. Now you got to come through.
You're being emotional. You so mad at a woman. You know what? I ain't gonna get nobody pregnant out here.
That's selfish, man.
How you gonna cut your legacy off?
Yeah.
That shit crazy. Man. Cut your legacy off.
Cause you mad at the
Cause
hoes.
you mad.
Boy, you better get over that shit, boy.
That's some petty shit a woman would do if she.
That's some girly man shit. But see, men have a narrative of women now.
They're feminists now. Men.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 14. I saw verse 22. It says, moreover, this was not enough of them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. And when you read this chapter, it's going into idolatry, right? It says, for whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, here's the points down here in verse 24. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another treacherously, or grieved him by adultery, so that there reign in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages,
Changing of sex.
Yep. Disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. And this is all what idolatry leads to. Is literally what the elders reading here in this article, man. Literally now you got men that are resorting to sex bots or an app on their phone, a virtual girlfriend.
Right.
That's the new norm now. You know, that's it on that
Shit
shit.
crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shit crazy. Anybody have any a precept?
Did we get that Daniel 12 already?
We haven't gotten Daniel 12.
Okay, we can get that.
A time like no other.
Yeah.
Can
Wisdom shall be increased. Men shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah. Go ahead and grab it.
Yeah.
And I'll finish this article now.
Yeah. This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even unto the time of the end."
Mm-hmm.
Which that's why we were able to go and show openly, the things that's written on it in this book, because it's here now. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're able to pull up pictures and show people to the point where they're like, no, that's not what it's talking about. It's too obvious. But that shows you that we're in the time of the end, man. It says, "Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." You know, we bring out the point a lot about how every year they come out with a new iPhone, which is 5% better than the year before, or whatever. Upgraded camera, or upgraded processor, or longer battery life. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you go back to the first iPhone from 15 years ago, that shit nobody would even, you couldn't pay nobody to use that in modern times, right? So Esau's doing the same thing with his craftiness, man. He's continually building on it and using that technology to basically fulfill his agenda.
Right. That's more on it.
That was the end of that verse, and kind of changes the point afterwards.
Okay. You have something, John?
Nope, that was it.
Okay. Well, let me finish this right here, and that'll be it. It says, put it another way, we don't have enough people to work, and therefore we won't be able to pay our bills. That's why you see such an influx of immigrants over here, regardless of what this fake news they're pushing. Borders are just open. Oh man, there's Chinese over here too. I don't know how they got over. Look, Texas is selling land to these Chinese corporations, bro. Okay, America and China still has a very big interdependent relationship with one another.
And a lot of people also, to add to your point, a lot of people don't know that the federal government owns more land than any other entity. They own, certain states. Case in point, Nevada, for example, is like over 80% owned by federal government, to where you can't even buy that land unless they, you know what I'm saying, allow it to be put up for sale. So we really don't have no.
This ain't the land of the free and the home of the brave no more, man.
Nah. That was for us.
Right, exactly.
Okay. It says, let's see here. We spend more than 1.6 trillion in 2021 on Medicare and Medicaid, with the number of Americans on Medicaid expected to increase by 50% by 2023. And that's, if y'all notice, 2023 keeps coming up, and every article that you read in regards to the economy, and also different ventures like cryptocurrency, CBDC, and things of that nature. So something big is happening in the near future, where your life will be drastically changed. AI will be a part of it, I guarantee you. Okay?
It already is.
Yes, sir. And it already is, like the elder Ariala has just said. Okay? It says, let's see, it says, we spend more than 1.6 trillion in 2021 on Medicare and Medicaid, with the number of Americans on Medicare expected to increase by 50% by 2023 to more than 80 million people. Okay, but over the same period, we will have only 10 million more Americans joining the workforce.
Damn.
You see that? So there's been an increase in people that's going to be on Medicare and Medicaid, but there's not going to be a lot of people that's going to be working.
Homelessness gonna go up.
Homelessness is going up. You got men out there are belling out. They're living they have a sense of nihilism, meaning life has no meaning, and they're living their life out that way. You know, because a huge factor of that is because the lack of relationships. All right, they're supposed to be getting married and things of that nature. Well, to fulfill that void, AI is coming in. Okay? Virtual girlfriends and things of that nature. So you got a guy out there that's constantly plugged in on his phone, on his laptop, to fulfill that void of relationships, man. Right? Which is a bigger diagnosis of, you know, the plight of the American economy. This same guy, he doesn't want to work. You know? Right?
And it makes me think of like how whenever like Ovo and Skype and all that came out, how you could have you chopped up with a chick, it'd be like long distance, whatever the case may be. Y'all may not necessarily see each other in person yet, but y'all can see each other versus on the webcam. It's pretty much that, which is artificial, like AI now. Like it's all just digital.
Yeah, right. Well, it's even worse because you're basically now you're a customer now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like with Uvu or whatever, I don't know if it was free, but now these companies, they're just gonna sell the same software to 100,000 people or however many millions of people that's gonna use that software, and they're gonna get rich off of your loneliness. You know what I'm saying? And off of your natural inclination to want to have human interaction. They're going to charge you for that, just like they're trying to charge us for air and obviously we get water bills and tax us for CO2 emissions. You see, so they're just trying to find ways to just milk as much as much money out of the consumers as possible.
Yeah, totally enslaving humanity. With this technology, man.
Yep. And then these so-called smart-ass women, they're going to be out of business because guess what? There's not going to be no need for you no more.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got an AI girlfriend. What you need an OnlyFans girlfriend?
The OnlyFans, the AI OnlyFans gonna be lit.
It's in the near future.
It's gonna be looking real.
I'm talking about in the near future. And these dummies are selling their likeness and don't even have a contract to get paid a percentage of their usage. You big dummy.
So,
Okay, so it says, and this is just healthcare. In 1940, there were 48 workers per beneficiary of Social Security. Today, there are only 2.8 workers per beneficiary. So people that's working and that's contributing to Social Security has decreased substantially. Okay. All right. It says today there are only 2.8 workers per beneficiary of Social Security, and that number is getting smaller. We are going broke, and the young men who will play a huge role in determining our nation's future are going there with AI girlfriends in their pockets. While the concept of an AI girlfriend may seem like a joke, it really isn't that funny. It is enabling a generation of lonely men to stay lonely and childless, which will have devastating effects on the U.S. economy in less than a decade. Okay? right? So AI is again, just reiterating what we just brought out. AI is affecting every facet of human existence. Okay, and it's only going to get more sophisticated. It's going to be more and more enslaving to the people. Okay, all this was prophesied in the scriptures. We'll end off with Revelation 13 and 9. With this interaction getting more sophisticated, you're going to have to make a choice to be a part of this system. Okay? That's going to control every facet of your life, even sexually speaking. Okay? You got it?
Yep, Revelation 13:9. It says, if any man... 13:16?
13:16.
Okay. Yep, this is Revelation 13, verse 16. Yep, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
In the Greek, it's charagma, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Charagma. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. Which you read into that charagma means basically an imprint. Mm-hmm. Right? They're going to imprint you, so you're going to, in which you're going to be able to be a part of this new society that's going to be basically ran by AI. Okay, you will have to make a choice in what you believe in. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, oh, actually, can I start at one verse?
Yes, you can.
Okay, this is Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and ye have power to give life unto the image of the beast, because we talked about the image of the beast earlier, the NWO agenda, mm-hmm. right? To basically have every body under subjection and follow after one universal thought, right? Of basically, worshiping Esau, you know what I'm saying, and worshiping Satan on the spiritual side. Mm-hmm. That's Esau's agenda. That's the image, okay, that the beast. That's the image of the beast. Mm-hmm. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Mm-hmm. You see? So Esau is using his power on the left-hand side to give life unto the image of the beast, to paint this this wonderful picture to you that life will be great with AI, and that you should welcome it, right? And this world right now, it sucks, and if you just embrace this mindset, because best believe the people that buy into this AI stuff, they're gonna be really ready to line up and take the Quran, which goes into the next verse.
Oh yeah,
and
especially as things get bad out here.
Yeah,
this economy, what you see is a controlled demolition. Don't get it misconstrued, man. What's going to be keeping people sane is AI. The ability to still go on social media. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All they have to do is say, hey, you have to take this chip in order for you to, be a part of social media. That's going. You know how many percentage of people are going to sign up for that alone? That's controlled by AI. You know what I mean? Free Wi-Fi. Okay? All these things that you see happening, contemporarily speaking, is moving towards them bringing in that fourth industrial revolution. Okay? Which you will be a part of on a very intimate level. You're going to have to make a choice of what you believe in. Yahweh Shema Shai are taking that chip, okay? You could go ahead and read that, and we'll finish out after you read.
Yeah, it says that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Mm-hmm. Okay, those that don't concede towards Esau's plans, like people that don't want to get with Esau's program, including the believers of Yahushua, they're going to be targeted, right? So it says in verse 16 again, Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, mm-hmm. or in their foreheads, mm-hmm. and that no man might buy or sell, mm-hmm. save he that had the mark.
All right, so if you don't have this mark, you're not going to be able to participate in this new economy, right? That's going to be essentially governed by AI, all right? So, with that being said, we pray that this was edifying. Want to give all praises to our Heavenly Father. His name is
Yahweh,
by
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and the others that were well. And peace and me, salutation, I come to the truth. Shalom.
Shalom.